Just because you're nearly 30, in your late 20s, does not mean your creative projects don't matter. In fact, they matter now more than ever. If you're a creative that's been putting off projects for months, maybe even years, then this message is for you. So there was a comment on my channel the other week, and it was something along the lines of this: I've let self-doubt overpower every decision to release my work. Now I'm already 30, so what's the point? I wanted to talk about this because I think this is more common than we think. The root of what is the point is actually a mentality that's been there long before turning 30. In fact, that mentality has been there most likely ever since the project was ever created, ever since the idea ever came to life. Like, we shut it down instantly because we don't think it's going to be good enough. And deep down, we don't want to share the work because if it's not good enough, then that proves that we're not good enough. And we don't want our deepest fear to actually come to light. Especially as creatives, we put so much pressure on ourselves to have things perfect, right? Like, we want to have the perfect production in our song. We want the perfect lyrics. We want the perfect chapters in our novel. We're always waiting for all the circumstances to be perfect before we actually share it with the world, because deep down we are scared of what people are going to say. And I know this to be true because I've literally lived this for years. But here's what I was thinking. All the projects that sit there unreleased, gathering dust, they are actually the manifestation of fear, right? Because we're scared to put them out. We're scared of responses. We're scared it's not going to be good enough. Whereas the projects we do actually release, whether it's messy, imperfect, and we put them out into the world, we give it our best shot and then let the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, do the rest. Those are the projects that actually break that fear. Because you're saying to yourself, you're saying to your subconscious mind, I do matter, my work matters, and I'm going to put it out regardless, no matter what anyone says or thinks about it. And that's really powerful. And I think, especially as creatives who have been hiding and not putting their work out, I think the hardest bit is taking that first step, showing up for the first time, releasing something for the first time. But once we do that, we can actually start to gain momentum. The first time we do something, it's never going to be perfect. It's never going to be the best it could be. We're obviously always going to get better. The same with me starting these YouTube videos. Like, the first one I make is obviously not going to be that good. I'm probably going to look back and cringe, maybe redo it, And that's what we can do with our projects. We can put it out the best standard it can be now, and then we can get better. We can keep improving our craft, and then maybe we can come back to it in a couple years from now and we can give it more love. We can give it the production it deserves. We can give it the marketing it deserves. But if it doesn't exist in the world in the first place, then how are we going to do that, and how are we actually going to get better? I think that's a really hard pill for creatives to swallow. Like, that imperfection, it feels so wrong. There's something so wrong about it. It just makes you want to run and just run for the hills. At least it does for me. But at the same time, I'm so sick and tired of just sitting on projects and honestly feel as though I'm not living up to my full potential. That what's the point mentality can be overlapping into so many different areas of life as well, because it is a lack mentality. Like, at the root of it, we feel as though we're not good enough. Therefore, anything we create is not good enough, and it doesn't really matter because we think we don't really matter. Our voice doesn't really matter. No one's really going to care. So what's the point, right? What's the point in creating that business? I'm probably going to fail. What's the point in moving to my dream country like Australia? Because do you know what? I probably might not even like it. So what's the point? What's the point in putting out that book? No one's going to read it. It's going to be really hard. So what's the point? All of this stems from really degrading language towards ourselves. And if anything, I would actually probably argue that is the point. That is the point in expressing our art. Why? Because when we can look fear in the eyes and actually do the things that we want to do anyway, we're proving to ourselves that we can do it and that we are strong, we do have courage, we are capable. And that is the point, because there's no point living this life, this one life that we get on planet Earth, and just spending it doubting ourselves and doubting our potential and doubting that we can do cool things. Like, what is the point in that? It just sounds boring. And it does get boring. Like, a lot of the time, I feel like I'm living the same life on repeat when I don't take action on the things that I know I want to do. It can be a lot easier just to put things off and say there's no point, because if we never try, then we will never fail. Therefore, we stay comfortable. But we're not going to grow, we're not going to develop as human beings if we keep doing that. So I would actually challenge that point and say, well, the point is whatever we make the point, right? Because we choose the meaning that we assign to everything in our life. So what is the point in dying with our gifts inside us? What is the point in experiencing life but never truly experiencing our true potential? What is the point in always assuming the worst, always assuming that we're not good enough, assuming that other people can do these cool things but we can't? There's literally no point to that. And I have been guilty of thinking this way for many, many years, and I am breaking that fear now by actually taking action on these projects that I want to put out into the world. And for me, that looks like facing this fear head on, acknowledging it, which I'm doing in this video. Next, taking a real small action towards finishing the project. And for me, that is getting my recording setup fixed on my laptop and laying down some vocals for a song. If you're watching this and you do have a project that's come to mind that you'd really like to finish, then I challenge you to just complete one small, tiny aspect of it. Even if it's like recording a voice memo, doing a sketch, a line in a song, I don't know, whatever it may be, as you know what the project is. But I challenge you to complete that and let me know in the description once you have, because I'll be super intrigued. So just remember, guys, we are working towards overcoming those limitations. We're working towards overcoming that what is the point? I'm not good enough mentality. We're overcoming it. We're going to release the work, release the projects, and express ourselves, become who we never thought possible. So if you're into that and you want to join me on this transformation, then be sure to follow along and make weekly videos on how to stop hiding and start expressing yourself again. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.